I'm going to be honest with you, I've been getting by on grace and gratitude. This weather has been so hot, so oppressive, so humid that everything has been a huge challenge. But I woke up this morning, last night it rained and a wind came through and it blew some of that weather front out for a few days. This morning has been so pleasant and I am so grateful for the little reprieve in the weather. There's been a lot of maintenance projects this week with the coop, and I've been staining the deck in sections so everything's all over the place here on the patio. And I've been trying to keep the animals comfortable with the heat, and Zion and Obi had a vet appointment this week, which is always kind of an event. Just trying to do everything that needed to be done and work and just, the daily things. And so trying to do all of that in that level of humidity, I think one day it was 99%. However, as I was staining the deck, I had some time to think, and I was thinking a lot about gratitude and how much that has gotten me through in the last few years and how absolutely life-changing it is. I was thinking about how gratitude is actually part of the heart. It is the heart of slow living in many ways. And for me, slow living is just another way of saying intentional living. And being intentional is a way that we direct our thoughts, our words, our actions, and the things that we set our minds on, and directing that in a way that is healing and brings wholeness and brings contentment. I went through a bit of a dive into gratitude and intentionality when I was going through my own healing journey, and it was so fascinating to learn the profound effect that our repetitive thoughts and words and beliefs have on our whole life, the effect it has spiritually, mentally, and physiologically, how those things affect the systems of the body. And it was oddly comforting and empowering, even though I was such a mess at the time. There are studies that show that the intentional practice of gratitude begins to reframe our reality. There are studies showing that it boosts our immune system and makes us more resilient to the things that happen in our lives. I honestly don't think that gratitude comes natural for humans. I think that part of our fallen sin nature is complaining and grumbling and selfishness. I think it's a combination of our fallen sin nature, living in a materialistic culture, and living in a culture of comparison. And it breeds our natural inclination, which is to be discontent. And so gratitude, along with other healing and healthy behaviors and patterns, has to be cultivated and trained and practiced. Just like if you're going to go to the gym and you were going to build your muscles, do your squats, build your legs, gratitude needs to be cultivated. But the beautiful thing is that once we start to shift into new patterns and we practice those and cultivate and nurture them, it starts to become our new nature. I was so fascinated with so many of these studies, and one of the things that really caught my eye was how when we are in a state of practicing gratitude, our brain is registering that we are in a state of abundance. So maybe you're looking with your eyes and you're seeing the state of something going on in your world or in your life. And with the eyes, with the natural eyes, that may not seem like abundance. Or if you're comparing it to something someone else has, that may not appear to be abundance. But if you're choosing to operate from that place of intentional gratitude and you are practicing that and you are building that muscle, regardless of what you're seeing with your eyes, your brain is registering that you're in a state of abundance, and your body is going to respond to that reality in your brain. And so if we can get to this place where, despite the challenges of the current season we're in, we can learn to train and focus our mind in on what we're thankful for and have this practice of gratitude where we start training ourselves throughout the day to be thankful. I don't at all think it's a lack of gratitude to have hopes and desires. I think it's the framing of our intention, where we're coming from. If we're just wanting more because we just want to consume, or we want to fill some void where God belongs, or we are responding to comparison culture, that's one thing. But if we are looking forward with hope that there's even more to come to be grateful for, and so we're looking forward with that humility, knowing that we don't deserve it, but we are so filled with hope that there will be so much more for us to be grateful for going forward. And don't forget, friends, to be grateful to other people out loud. If you admire something in someone else, a trait or a talent, they inspire you in some way, say it out loud. That also has a very profound effect when we are in that type of healthy community with one another. So I know I, for one, am very thankful for this reprieve in the weather. I'm going to be able to get a lot more done today, Lord willing. The garden is growing. And I'm so thankful for all of you, truly. Oh, and if you are new here, I would love to have you subscribe and stick around so that we can visit again.